Here in New York City this morning, the mayor has announced 2 more people have tested positive for the virus. Many schools around the world, as you know, have shut down, some for extended periods of time as this virus spreads. In the U.S., some schools in 7 states have temporarily closed as a precaution. Meg Oliver is at a middle school in Little Falls, New Jersey, with how other schools are preparing for possible outbreaks. Meg, how are schools getting ready? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Gayle. And yes, let's be clear, this middle school behind me is still open for business, but they say they are prepared for the worst. If they had to shut down, they could continue teaching remotely through the end of the school year. Raise your hands if you're concerned with the coronavirus.
At the middle school in Little Falls, New Jersey, there's no panic, but there is concern.
I don't want to die.
I would like to hear answers about how we can prevent it.
Another unknown is that how viral and how it spreads so quickly is super dangerous.
I try to impress upon them that they're resilient, they're strong, that they're very capable of handling things that are challenging.
Sherry Glassman is the school psychologist.
What do parents need to know about the coronavirus?
Grown-ups have to be aware of our own anxiety. Children pick up on that. They start to say, wow, if my mother or father is doing this, then maybe there is something I should worry about.
Is there an age limit where you wouldn't talk to a child about the coronavirus?
I would say absolutely any child under 6, I would not be having a conversation unless they brought a concern to you.
School officials are doing their best to keep the virus out so students won't have anything to worry about.
The custodial staff is wiping down doorknobs, handlebars, inside the bathrooms.
You've stepped
railings.
up cleaning.
Absolutely.
How many more times are you cleaning now?
This time of year we pick up just because viruses, the flu, are always more prevalent in the winter. So we'll go from 1 or 2 times a day to then 2 or 3, and now we're up to 4.
If there is an outbreak, are you prepared?
I believe we absolutely are.
The coronavirus has forced several schools in the U.S. to close briefly, but in countries like Japan and Italy, schools are being closed for weeks.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah! In Little Falls, they're prepared to teach kids remotely if the schools are forced to shut. Each student has technology to learn from home.
How long could you teach remotely?
Honestly, and I'd be looking for the teachers to join in, if we had to, we could teach the remainder of the year remotely.
Mrs. Donovan, are you prepared to teach remotely if something happens?
Yes, and the children are too.
Of course, shuttered schools disrupt whole families, and that can cause a ripple through the economy.
First and foremost, somebody has to stay with the children. And so it's probably going to be a parent. Any household budget is going to feel that immediately. So discretionary spending, if it's not the roof over your head, if it's not the food, if it's not the medicine, everything else goes on hold.
School officials say it's a good idea for families to prepare now just in case schools close. Talk to your relatives and neighbors to come up with a plan to take care of your children. Gayle?
Meg, thank you very much.